Unicorns are tracker hunting coons at night. Gimli swinging axes, but his aim ain't right. Legolas is prepping, shooting buds off logs. Harlan's painting toenails, yelling at the dogs. Saruman's of neighbors always causing grief, scheming in his tower like a backwoods thief. With the swamp behind and the mountains ahead, we're just good old boys doing what Gandalf said. Frodo's carrying the ring and it's dragging slow, but we're marching through the mud with a steady flow.
Of Arrakis, it's me, Shia-Lud, your beloved sandworm of the desert. Many people are saying Paul Atreides, little Paul Atreides. I call him Pesky Paul. He's Al-Mahdi. People are calling him Lisan Al-Gaib. Pesky Paul's calling himself Muad'Dib. He said, Muad'Dib, I'm a little desert mouse, just a humble little desert mouse. And he is very tiny, I saw him.
Middle-aged mutant ninja turtles, middle-aged mutant ninja turtles, middle-aged mutant ninja turtles. All of their shoes are from New Balance, and turtles used to battle all over New York.
It was radical.
Now they work late nights in customer support.
It pays the bills.
They would break dance in their teens, and now they use sleep apnea machines. Middle-aged mutant ninja turtles.
Well, this is Snake. I've made it to the insertion point. I stayed pretty warm due to that anti-freezing peptide that you gave to me, but I have to admit I was able to smuggle out my smokes in my stomach. You know, it wasn't fantastic, but I gotta have them ciggies. Psychic powers are cheating. I'm gonna plug my controller into port 2. Hind D. More like D Hind. Ho! But seriously, what's a Russian gunship doing here? Big bag, big bag, big.
Good evening and welcome to Nerddom's poll list for the week of March 26th. My name is Matt. Welcome to issue 62. How's everybody doing? Welcome, welcome. Hope you had a wonderful Wednesday. It was a weird one, let's just say the least. Weird, wonderful Wednesday, huh? This is hinting at a new video coming out Friday. I actually just finished the edits today, so I'm gonna do one more press check. We're ready. What up, Brett? The poll list. We're not gonna bury the lead. No worries. No worries, John. I appreciate you being with us tonight. But we're not gonna bury the lead. I am not gonna play the sound to this because I know what it is, but we need to talk about if that works. That'd be hilarious if it didn't work. What? Yeah. There it is. Let's not bury the lead. We shall unearth the lead. And let's watch this Doomsday announcement. Is it a banger? Or is it a dud? Let's go. No worries, John. Okay. I mean, can I play the music or can't I? I don't think I will. We're gonna stay safe. Here we go. Chris Hemsworth. Dude, we knew he was back. Come on. Vanessa Kirby. So, Invisible Woman. She's coming in. Anthony Mackie, of course. No. Sebastian Stan. Okay, so we're seeing some Thunderbolts. Hayden Christensen will return as Anakin Skywalker in Avengers Doomsday. Yeah, I had a little bit of fun with the thumbnail. I grabbed a picture of one of the chairs and I added my name to it. These memes are going to be good for a little bit. Letitia Wright, so Black Panther. She's back. They didn't fire her. Paul Rudd. All right. Cool. That's different than on the live stream, by the way. On the live stream, they showed a little one. So, just to give you a little bit of insight on what's happening here, there was a 5.5-hour live stream of these chairs being revealed one at a time. I can't imagine who all was watching the entire thing. I saw it and I'm like, I looked at what it was. I'm like, what? You'd be crazy to watch the whole thing. You'd be crazy. But we got Wyatt Russell. So that means that U.S. agent survives. Or does it? This doesn't mean they survive. In my opinion, if we're telling a multiversal story, and this is supposed to end the multiverse, Doomsday and this, supposed to end the multiverse. So if it's supposed to destroy the multiverse, then maybe this is the last chance to have someone possibly pass away, but then they can always come back. They can come back. How do they determine this rollout? Time in the MCU? Yeah. No way, because Vanessa Kirby is brand spanking new. Hemsworth is the most senior, but then next is Anthony Mackie. Vanessa Kirby isn't. Matthew Lillard returned as Ultra Instinct Shaggy. Matthew Lillard is showing up in Scream, isn't he? Where else is he showing up? Yeah, Vanessa Kirby, she's new. I was thinking, it's not alphabetical. I don't think it's any type of alphabetical. I think it's just random. I think it's just all freaking random. So I was gonna say that means that they survive Thunderbolts, but I don't think that means that they survive Thunderbolts. It's possible that they do perish and you can grab them from anywhere else. So that's why I don't like multiverse stories. I don't. I feel like there's no stakes. The stakes are kind of like whatever, especially if you can just watch a video like in Loki and then you are that person. So Wyatt Russell, I think this is Namor. I think this is Namor. Namor. I can't roll my R's. Namor. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's Namor. We can't call him Submariner because that's owned by somebody else. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. Who is that? Who is that? Ebon Moss. Look at everyone's asking who that is. Oh, that's the Thing. Okay. All right. So we got a little Thing action. Moving on from that. Simu Liu, our favorite Shang-Chi. I swear to God, if I see Aquafina, I'm gonna be pissed. We don't need Aquafina in this movie, any of these movies. No, I'm good. Florence, pew 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 pew. There's a lot of names in here. No, Kelsey Grammer. So this shouldn't be a surprise. You don't like her either. This shouldn't be a surprise. We saw him at the end. I'm sorry. For those of you, all of you who didn't see the Marvels and didn't stay till the end, Kelsey Grammer was at the end as Beast in this alternate dimension that Monica Rambeau, right? It's Monica? I always mix her and her mom up. She goes into this alternate dimension and she meets Beast, Kelsey Grammer Beast. It's not the same as Last Stand Beast. It's like a CG mixture, so it looks closer to the cartoon design of Beast, really. But yeah, I still like the casting of Kelsey Grammer. I think that's always been a good call. That's a great call. Oh shit. Oh, we kind of dropped the stream there. You guys good? We all good? Yeah, exactly. Literally who? Are we good? I kind of lost connection for a second. Freaking Verizon or Disney doesn't like me talking ish on it. Oh, you liked, but I generally do not like time weirdness or multiversal. We're back. Okay, cool. Cool, good, thank you. So yeah, I have no idea who Lewis Pullman is, so he's Sentry. He's Sentry and Void. Which, I guess that means, again, he's surviving. So, Marvel kind of learned their lesson from killing off a bunch of villains in their first phase, huh? And then, yeah, I mean, we've already had some X-Men from that universe into here, but is this how they launch a new X-Men? In Secret Wars, there's a new crew. So that now there's another final goodbye to this X-Men crew. Or at least Kelsey Grammer. I could be eating my words soon. Is that Falcon? That's Falcon, right? Yes, that's Falcon. Okay, Danny Ramirez is Falcon. So he's back. He's not dead. Joseph Quinn. That sounds familiar. Oh, yes. So Human Torch. Okay, that makes sense. Yep. So well, we haven't seen Pedro yet. Wait. Wait for it. So, Human Torch, Falcon, David Harbour. All right, we already know who that is. Winston Duke. Okay, Bombay. Hannah John. Yeah, Stranger Things. Exactly. Well, he's Red Guardian. I am the Red Guardian with fake Russian accent. See, I can do that job. Give me a trainer. Oh, give me a trainer for a little bit. I can bulk up. I won't be that tall though. Is David Harbour tall? He seems like he's like 6'1", at least. So, Hannah John Kamen is Ghost. Ghost! Oh, there you go, you got it. I don't know her name. Tom Hiddleston, okay. Loki, he better be in it. Patrick Stewart, there you go, baby. Yeah, and Ian McKellen. So, another final goodbye for these guys. This has got to be the pinnacle of goodbyes then, because they kind of already did a goodbye in a bunch of movies. This is the last curtain call. If you guys, what up, Brandon? How are you, man? Do you guys remember right before This Is It? Remember Michael Jackson? Rest in peace. But remember his final press conference? I was actually working right out of high school, I think, or right out of college, one of those years when he passed. And I just remember like, this is it. When I say this is it, I really mean this is it. This is the final curtain call. This is it. When I say this is it, this is it. That's how I feel watching all these chairs. We promise, guys. Or I actually went to the other thing too. I went to the Motley Crue farewell tour back in 2015. Guess what? I saw them in 2021. And what's his name gets gassed real quick. His singing is like, yeah, it's like that. Okay. One part I don't know their names because I'm terrible with names. Oh, Nightcrawler! No shot. Wow, okay. That one's a surprise. Nightcrawler. Rebecca Romaine. Okay. Bringing back this Mystique. I'm sorry, Jennifer Lawrence. You're way too expensive for us now. That and you don't want to put on blue makeup. You would rather die than put on blue makeup ever again. That's why we put you in a full suit for... What was that movie? Dark Phoenix? What was that movie? I never watched it. I actually had a poster for that movie from San Diego Comic-Con in my closet for like 10 years. I threw it out. Cyclops. Hopefully, dude. This can be Cyclops' redemption. I personally am a Cyclops fan. I don't think he was ever done well in the Fox movies. My opinion, but this could be redemption arc for Cyclops and Cyclops fans. I love Wolverine too, of course, but man, Cyclops, whew, badass. Let's go. And then freaking hell, they're bringing Gambit in. He's gonna be a joke, huh? Scott Summers is a punk? Nah, man, he's gone through a lot. Plus he has daddy issues. You like Marsden? Yeah, Marsden's cool, man. Did you watch the jury duty show he did? The one where they pull a prank on the one guy? And it's like a reality show and all the rest of them are actors and it has James Marsden. Dude, he did great. I cannot believe he was able to pull off some of those things. I would have busted up laughing, man. Laughing. I've been up since 3:30 as well, so very long day. I would have died. It's a good show. It's on Amazon. It was pretty good. So Gambit, I'm about to make a man for myself here. Mr. Fantastic. Of course. Oh yeah, I'm Robert Downey Jr. Hi. Oh yeah. A nice suit. That's a lot of people. It's a lot of people. How are we gonna balance it? He's got great comedy chops. He does. I haven't seen Sonic. I heard he's good in Sonic 2. Or 1, 2, and 3. There you go. So that's it. That is the cast so far now in production. Looks like film is being run. And this is probably just the names. You guys know that production is going to be going for a little bit of time at least. So yeah, it's going to be going for a couple months. I think they were able to film Infinity War in like 2 months. Because all it is just, it's a lot of green screen, guys. It's a lot of green screen, unfortunately. And something like this, it may be a lot of that. So I don't have a lot of confidence after the last couple of movies with the Russo bros. Hopefully they're going back to what we all liked about this, which is the relationships between the characters. And God, who's writing the comedy? Who wrote this movie? That's what I want to know. I want to know who wrote it. Oof. So I do have a list of everyone that is in it. And then Robert Downey Jr. did post as well. That's what you call a deep bench of talent. Actually, it's more like a row, but an extra long one. That must be it, right? Marvel Studios responded, there's always room for more. So again, this is everybody who has put pen to paper, and maybe they're the principal characters for the movie. And then there's always going to be more cameos and stuff. So again, I feel like I don't know the actors as much as I know the characters, so I wish that they put the characters' names on there, but I understand that Hollywood is its own beast. They want to sell their actors. That's why every single one of their faces has to be on the poster, their name has to be on the poster, their name has to be on the bottom. All of that is negotiated with the agents and the studios, which is, I would love to be a fly on the wall in those conversations. Oh yeah. Well, who is that guy again? Yeah. Oh yeah, who is that? Joseph Quinn? Yeah, he can be a little bit higher than Danny Ramirez. Yeah, he can. Louis Pullman? Does he go by Louis or Louis? Okay, he can be above them. Yeah. Weird conversations. Oh man. So let's see. We have the entire list. Thor, Invisible Woman, Captain America, Anthony Mackie, Bucky, Black Panther, Ant-Man, U.S. Agent Namor, The Thing, Shang-Chi, Yelena Belova, Beast, The Sentry, Human Torch, Red Guardian, M'Baku, Ghost, Loki, Professor X, Magneto, Nightcrawler, Mystique, Cyclops, Gambit, Mr. Fantastic, and Doctor Doom. Yes, sir. That is a lot of people, man. That is a lot of people. You know who wasn't on that list? And he was actually going to be the topic of discussion for tonight until they drop this 5-hour stream. Someone who's not on the list is Mr. Jonathan Majors. Loki Star. I don't know why they say Loki Star. I mean, I think Ant-Man and Wasp made the most money out of all the movies recently, right? Jonathan Majors says he wrote a letter to Kevin Feige, addresses likelihood of Kang's return. So let me do a find return. He doesn't even say return. He doesn't even say the word. He maintained his innocence, but was ultimately found guilty and sentenced to 52-week of, we'll just say, a DV intervention program. That's not how his Rear View and Magazine Dreams, a movie which generated Oscar buzz for the actor. Oh yeah, there's a new movie he's coming out with. That's why he's all over the press tour. The King the Conqueror actor hopes to mount a comeback, though opinions are divided on whether Majors deserves a second chance. When it comes to his MCU role, Marvel Studios parted ways with the Creed 3-star... I love how they keep naming different movies that he's in. Moments after the guilty verdict came in, has since moved on from Kang, choosing to shift the spotlight to Doctor Doom instead. He said, I just want to clear the record. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks, right? Like, boom, you get the verdict, then boom, you're dropped. But Marvel's not mishandling anything by it coming through the grapevine. I got the job through the grapevine. Kevin didn't call me and say, hey, do you want to do the movie? Do you want to be this guy? My agent called me and said it. Huh. Then an agent of mine, not my agent, got the news, turned, and gave it to me straight, so I reached out to Kevin. It's not in my control. I see it clearly. I understand. It's a publicly traded company. You're trying to do this. You can't have this controversy around. That's what happens when this happens. I don't hold it against them. I want to make that very clear. I'm not upset with anybody about that. I'm not upset at all. Please. So, I don't know if you guys heard, but there was a tape that got either leaked or released from him, and he basically confirms what he did. So, definitely did some how do you say it? Some DA. So, I was going to say, is he ever going to get a second chance? I mean, Robert Downey Jr. a long time ago was, I don't know if he ever assaulted anybody. I'm curious if we can look that up. But this was pretty straight up, and he admitted to it. So, yeah, it sucks. It sucks, but honestly, as Rachel Zegler says, that's Hollywood, baby. That's dark. That's dark. I don't know if there's any other accountability as a first step in restorative justice framework. It is, and you have to live with the repercussions of your actions there, right? Sean Penn. Oh, look, it muted. I can't see that on YouTube, but I can see it on my other app I have. Sean Penn S-Aid or D-Aid. The F out of Madonna. That's terrible. Ugh. That's freaking terrible, man. And people like Sean Penn. I don't know. It's, to me, it's like, it's all a big fraternity political game anyways. I'm not even talking politics as in left, right, Democrat, Republican. I'm talking about like actual human to human politics and the bobbing and weaving with all the agents and the studios and all the publicity people. Each of these actors has teams, man. Like Sean Penn about as much as a urinary infection. Well, I can say, yeah, I don't even think I've seen many, or if any, Sean Penn movies except for Milk. And maybe, was it Fast Times? Is that it? Fast Times at Ridgemont High? But yeah, Avengers Doomsday cast reveal may confirm a major Thunderbolts spoiler. I have heard, here's another rumor, if you guys are interested in rumors, the title of this movie is not Thunderbolts asterisk. The title of the movie is rumored to be something else. Guess you had to be there. Yeah, it was a sign of the times type of thing. I think if you missed it, you missed it, and everyone told you that you missed it. But I think for a certain generation, maybe it was huge. It was definitely huge. But for Thunderbolts, the rumor is that the actual title of Thunderbolts is what I offered to have as the title of the Thunderbolts, which is Dark Avengers. It's Dark Avengers. That's what they are. They're not the Thunderbolts per se. So if that is the case, like maybe it will be revealed when you get into the movie, like the title card will be Dark Avengers or something, or maybe it will play some A24 joke, breaking the wall and stuff. Even though I'm very tired of fourth wall, fifth wall breaking, I'm pretty tired. How you guys feel about that? Sure, it is dark. All the colors are washed out. Yeah, there's some color grading going on with that, huh? Thunderbolts. They went for the. That's the other thing I do need to talk about with modern movies. Let's talk about that real quick. I am getting real deep into cameras, color grading, that kind of thing, mostly because of Daredevil. I don't like what they're doing with the Daredevil. I think it's too clean. It's too the anamorphic squeeze that's going on with the lens flares and the clean look. It's a little bit too much for me. I do enjoy the more dull TV looking cinematography of the original TV show. But what I do think it is a larger issue, and I've heard this in conversation with the camera guys. A lot of this stuff is shot for HDR. HDR is meant to show a different color spectrum than maybe old movies are. So what they're trying to do is make it like this shot right here. It just seems flat. It's flat. There's no dynamic shadows. There's like not much to it. Even this, like there's no dramatic lighting. That is kind of gone the way of the dodo or in horror or psychological movies. So let's talk about like Long Legs. We can talk about, what was the other one? Strange Darling has some interesting lighting choices. I feel like the Hollywood machine doesn't like that. Also, because of CG. Because of CG, a lot of the stuff has to be flat or well lit. That way they can put the CG onto it. So that is another detriment to the quality of movies. I mean, that's like right here. Like it's just the blue. We've seen this before. Excuse me. We've seen this before. We've seen it all over the place. I like this trailer because it was trying to sell itself as an A24 film. But how are you an A24 film if you... Right here, Absolute Cinema. How are you an A24 film when you're shooting like this? Drab, flat. You know what I mean? It's... I don't know. That's a dream. I guess that part was alright. This is flat. A lot of CG. I don't know. It's just something that I noticed. That part's actually kind of cool. Let's look at that shot one more time. Did I miss it? Come on. Look at that. I didn't notice that before. Look at that. Look at the void. Doing some darkness powers. Pretty cool stuff there. But again, look at the blue, the flat. I'm curious how the final product is going to be. But I know this is a big topic of discussion, but a lot of CG heavy movies have the same look. You got some anamorphic lens flares here. It's a very modern looking movie. Like there is some warmer tones here. And also when they're inside that furnace, that blast furnace. Different color lighting, so I don't know. It's a lot of the same old kinda. Very interesting discussion though. If you guys haven't seen Strange Darling, that one was pretty good. My girl saw the twist, the nerd dame. She saw the twist like that, and I guess I'm too dumb to see it. And I enjoyed it for what it was. And then Long Legs too. Long Legs was cool. And that was a cinematic. Like if you're into cameras and everything there, that one was definitely an experience. Really good movie experience, especially Nicolas Cage and him acting out. Dude, where's Nick Cage's chair? Where's his chair? Where's his chair? Okay. Other big news topics. Long Legs is insanely gorgeous, right? Good God. Oz Perkins, is that the cinematographer? Which reminds me, I do need to talk to our friend Leonidas. If any of you guys remember, Leonidas, he was the director of photography on the Star Trek film, short film. Yes, Leonidas. Remember I was all talking shit? He is a really good dude. So we've been chatting, and I do want to, yeah, I might be doing like a little interview or something. I gotta have the time. This weekend is WonderCon, so we're heading out to that, but I really do want to have a little discussion with him, and I'm a little nervous. But I do want to get a good interview with him. I want to know more about him, more about the business, and just about his daily life on set. To be honest, I've never been to a Hollywood set. I'm not saying to invite me, I'm saying I just want to know what it's like. I always wanted to, but I want to know what it's like. So we're talking. Hopefully have a good interview for you guys somewhere down the line. He is traveling around the world right now. He's where in the world is Carmen Sandiego right now. He is having a blast. Nick Cage is just there. I'm just here. I'm not even a superhero. I am him. I am me. Okay, I'm gonna get my comics. There's a huge pull list, you guys. This last 2 weeks may have run me dry. So many books. Good God. Oh my God. Favorite what? Okay. No. I mean, I don't think YouTube would allow it. I got some stuff on there. Look at this freaking list, you guys. I'm gonna have to start making cuts. I'm gonna start dojing this. And by that I mean cut something that I wanted and then I have to go find it again. Goodness. Alright, let's see. Put my headphones back in. Crap. My monitor. Oh, dude, favorite Slurpee? Definitely not the Coca-Cola one. If you say Coca-Cola, I know people that like the Coca-Cola one. I don't like that one. It's like a blue for me. Ah, man, there's so many good books in here. I feel like that's too obvious. No. I'm digging that one, but no. 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 Fudge, dude. This is a good week. A lot of stuff. These are pretty good. That one's close. That one's close to be the pick of the week. I'm gonna put that one down there. And then I'm curious in that one, so I want this one. Okay. I do believe, let me pull up my list. I do believe there's 16 items. 16 items this week. Ridiculous. It's a good sign, but ridiculous. Yeah, that was a lot of money. Holy crap. Okay, let's get this going, guys. First up, I am enjoying this run a lot. I actually heard that the newest Absolute Batman was really good, but I'm enjoying Absolute Wonder Woman. Very cool issue. Last time we left off with Diana, she was being pulled into hell after saving the city from the huge monster that her realm basically let loose. She knew all about it, and she defeated it by turning into a Medusa and then forgetting herself, but then Steve Trevor was able to bring her back. So, looks like this is going to be her confrontation with the gods, the god, something like that. But Wonder Woman, Absolute Wonder Woman, issue number 6. Issue number 6. Honestly, I need to remind myself what happened with this one, but this is Uncanny X-Men issue number 12. I'm shocked you're not getting any absolute graded. Oh, I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I should, though. Uncanny X-Men issue number 12. The last we saw, the new kids in the Uncanny X-Men crew were fending off a new type of Sentinel that's more of like a canine type Sentinel. They were hanging out at a mall because that's what kids in the 90s did, and that's what these X-Men were in the 90s. They're like, hey, you should go to a mall and have fun. So they were there and they got attacked, and Gray Manor, the lady who's there, I forgot who's in charge of it right now. She's like a mutant scientist, but she actually got mad at, not Trask, is it? Yeah, Boulevard Trask, for releasing his team releasing the Sentinels. So we'll see where we end up here. The cover has Gambit. I'm about to make a name of myself here. But then the reflection doesn't have it. So I'm curious what we're going to have here. But that is Uncanny X-Men issue number 12. I know, man. I don't know. Like, if I could trade out... Shit. If I could trade out maybe one of my Batmans, like the Batman Azrael one. Art is different on that X-Men 12 book. Interesting. Did I grab the wrong one? Oh, no. That's I always get A covers. So that's the A cover. I'm not the biggest fan of variants. I'm not. Maybe once in a while, but I'm not the biggest fan. I think too many covers is too much. Too many covers is too much. Next one. I'm enjoying this one ever since Chris Condon took over the writing. Oh, the internal art. Oh, is that a new artist? We'll have to see. I've been enjoying Chris Condon a lot on this Green Arrow run, and it's like a mixture of Aaron Brockovich saving a town from toxic chemicals and also a serial killer. So it's a pretty cool mixture, and I do enjoy Oliver Queen. I think the character is kind of like a Batman, of course. He's a detective, and he's rich, and he has a company, but yeah, I'm enjoying this one. And again, Chris Condon, I like him. I like his writing. I enjoyed that one. Can't go wrong with the next one here. This is Gunslinger, issue number 41. Oh, yeah. So I've been enjoying Tales of the Gunslinger a lot. So McFarlane and Barbary kind of have a little bit of catch-up to do for me here. I didn't enjoy the arc where he lost his Hellspawn powers. I thought that was kind of, I don't know if it was boring, but I do want to see him get back on track. He's been sidetracked too long in his main quest, and I want to see him get back onto his quest. So he murdered someone who knew who killed his sister, someone who knew, and then he was caught by the police, and then the event in Spawn 300 happened, and so everybody lost their powers, so including Gunslinger, but he's got him back. It was kind of a meh way he got him back in the last issue. But again, one of the best ones. $2.99 for a good book. It's usually a short read as well, but just quality all around, quality art. Next one, this is one of the titles that I'm actually having a hard time with. So I'm having a hard time with huge team-ups. Justice League Unlimited. And I don't know if it's because it's Mark Waid or it's just way too many characters. It's too much. What up, Superior? Dude, Gunslinger Spawn's... I pick up Gunslinger Spawn and Rat City. That's my 2. I know it's weird not to pick up normal Spawn, but that's just my 2. And I'm digging both of them. Ever since I started picking up comics again, I've been getting those 2. Well, Rat City's a lot newer, but absolutely. Are you getting Tales of the Gunslinger too? Dude, Tales of the Gunslinger is sick. They've had 3 issues so far of that one. But yeah, man, Justice League Unlimited, there was a huge event that happened in the Amazon. The whole team had to put out these crazy wildfires that were spawning up by some unknown entity. And it looks like Ghosts of the Past, Legion of Doom. So it looks like maybe we're diving into I mean, the cover might be always BS, but yeah. This one though, there's just so many characters. There's just so many blasted characters. So it's this one and JSA. I feel like Jeff Lemire has a little bit of a rough time too, balancing all the characters and keeping all of them involved. But again, it might just be me. Maybe I shouldn't be picking up huge teams worth of comics, you know. But Justice League Unlimited, issue number 5. You're a nerd. Look at that nerd. Dude, I'm such a nerd. I am. Look at the... Did you see the room? Did you see all of this? Are you not entertained? Okay. Next is issue number 1 of Absolute Martian Manhunter. This looks to be a much different comic. So let's check out the insides on this one. That's a weird thing to say. What's crazy is Justice League Unlimited is a $3.99 title. This is a $4.99 title. So I don't know if it's because it's number 1 or what. Oh, on the back, it's Batman Ninja versus Yakuza League. Looks like a new Disney Studios animation, bringing Batman Ninja back. Rewatching Neon Genesis currently? Nice! One of my favorites. One of my favorites. We actually have a video releasing on Friday. Talking about a little bit of Evangelion. Cool cover. Look at the insides. It's a trip. It's very flat. Oops. I should have checked the art for badness before I did that. I figured this wouldn't have bad stuff. Look at the art. What up, collector? Good to see you again. How are you? Looking at Absolute Martian Manhunter. It almost seems like a mixture of old school. That's crazy how it goes. Look at that. It goes from one side and then into straight expressionism right there. Like pops of crazy color. So, curious what the story on this one, Absolute Martian Manhunter, is going to be. I also have Absolute Flash I haven't gotten to yet. Womp womp. But lots of books. Very clean. I do enjoy it. That's Denise Camp and Javier Rodriguez. This next one from Marvel took its frickin' time. God, I feel like issue 4 of Wolverine Revenge Red Band Edition came out 6 months ago. That took forever. I was enjoying this one. It's like a different Elseworlds story per se. Elseworlds DC, but multiversal story, I guess, where everyone's basically dead and Wolverine is just coming back for revenge on everybody. The last issue had way in the future and basically Wolverine hunting people down. So Jonathan Hickman, Greg Capullo on the art. Really, really good. Enjoying this one greatly. This one, the price tag. Can you see that price tag? Are you freaking kidding me? Like I said, we might not be picking up some of these titles. I think that's the final, that might be the final book in that run. So that might be why. Greg Capullo is hot. He's even hotter in person. He gave me the wonderful advice on how to draw comics. It was get the book 5 C's of Cinematography, and the way to tell a comic book story, way to draw it, is to, in a way to practice, is to watch a movie with the sound off. If you can understand the plot with no sound, just with the shots that they choose, that the way it's filmed, framed, composed, then that is good cinematography. So that's what he goes off of when he makes his art. So that blew my mind. And he had the example of Die Hard 2, which is crazy. So great dude. That was at WonderCon 2 years ago. And he said that. And he's a metalhead, so it's legit. Next one, I cannot believe we're in issue 21 of this, guys. I remember picking up issue 1, 2, and 3, or 4 or 5 of this one when I was late. But this is Green Lantern, issue number 21. A lot has happened. Rise of the Starbreaker. We had a bunch of crossover events going on, and finally, Hal is on his own, kind of. He's hanging out with Star Sapphire, who is a part of the Justice League Unlimited as well. Everybody is a part of Justice League Unlimited, so it all kind of bobs and weaves through there. But having a good time with this one. I think a good interstellar Green Lantern story is legit, and I'm having a great time with that one. That one's Adams and Herbert on that one. Yeah. Marvel knows what they're doing with these comics right here. I love the nostalgia of this one. Rogue, the Savage Land. It's actually telling the story of Rogue and Magneto when they were both stuck in the Savage Land. If you watched X-Men 97, you caught a little bit of a glimpse with that when Gambit is losing his mind and he sees Rogue and Magneto getting a little close. So we're going to see what happens there. We also have, God, I almost called him Khadgar. What's his name? Fudge. I almost called him Khadgar, but that's World of Warcraft. That's Warcraft. Khadgar's Bane. What's his name? He has books with Dr. Doom. I don't remember his name. But he hangs out in the Savage Land. And he's helping out Magneto and Rogue, and it looks like there's going to be some romantic triangle. Yes. Khazar. Yes. Good job, Brandon. 10 points. 10 points for Brandon. Khazar indeed. That's it. Khazar. I was going to say Kazam, but that's not it. Kazam is in a movie. Having a good time with this one. By the way, seeing the Rogue and Magneto kind of roundabout and their relationship kind of building off of being sort of unsure about each other, but then starting to trust a little bit, and then who else is inside the Savage Land right now, and seeing the different groups there. Pretty cool to see. And again, look at the callback. Look at the nostalgia. That's all the comics that I have from the 90s are set up like that. So Rogue, the Savage Land, issue number 3. That's Seeley, Lavina, and Rosenberg. Another Marvel book. I think that's a limited series too. I think it's only going 5 issues on that one. But another ongoing book, we have Daredevil, issue 19. It's been pretty good lately. There was a couple of issues that kind of threw me off track and I didn't enjoy. It may have been during the gang war storyline that was happening before Blood Hunt. I didn't really enjoy that crossover, kind of, but this one, seeing Matt dealing with the enemies that he's brought back from hell has been pretty cool, and to see them possess different beings. And here he has the choice to save Bullseye or to save the kid, or both, to try. So pretty cool stuff there. Pretty cool stuff. At first the demon was possessing Foggy, and Foggy was going after him legally, and that was pretty cool to see. But again, a lot of the demons kind of get beaten a little too quickly for me. It's not like a full hardcore arc that it should be. I'm not sure how this next one's gonna go. We're gonna have to try it out. But this is Faith Aaron Hicks and Lee Luridge's The Mummy. So this is the Universal Monsters. They're kind of retelling or reimagining some of their largest monster tales. I picked up Dracula and Frankenstein. I actually liked Frankenstein a hell of a lot more than Dracula. Dracula was like a 1-to-1 adaptation of Bram Stoker's original story, or even the movie. If you've seen Francis Ford Coppola's movie, it's pretty close to that. The Frankenstein one, though, was the way it was drawn, so much interesting, captivating color choices, framing, really good stuff there. Really good stuff. I liked the Frankenstein one a lot. So I'm curious how Faith is going to do this, The Mummy. So I'm going to give it a shot. We will see. But that's issue number 1 of Universal Monsters, The Mummy. The Mummy. So the reason I didn't give this one pick of the week was because I'm not sure. I am not sure if this is a cash grab, if this is for real, but I was very close to making this pick of the week, you guys. Very close, but I decided against it. This is Jeff Loeb, Jim Lee on Batman Hush 2. Also known as Batman issue 158. And look what I got. Got a cool little ash can on the back, buddy. Woo! Exclusive launch party ash can. Hell yeah. Thank you so much, Roxanne, at my LCS. I appreciate that. Very kind. So we left Batman off a couple of different ways. I'm very curious what they're gonna do here, especially with these two back on the reins. In the reins? Holding the reins? There you go. Holding the reins. I'm very interested to see what we got here. And it looks like, I mean, that might be a freaking spoiler on the back. Might be a spoiler on the ash can. Look at that. Pretty legit, though. So again, I don't know if this is a cash grab or what. Roxanne's a good one. Indeed. Indeed. We have many good talks. Many good talks about the shows and the comics and stuff, so she's a good one for sure. She's a real one, man. But Batman Hush 2 issue 158. Actually, all the cats at my LCS, they're all really, really good. They enjoy having a good conversation, hanging out. That's what I would do too, even when I worked at Blockbuster. It's a whole damn. Okay, last three. Last three. A couple of these are going to be obvious. So next is Ultimate Spider-Man issue number 15. Very curious where this one's going. Peter Parker with his kids. His son now has the black suit, and then Peter has the one that Harry gave him, and also Doc Ock. So with his little son running around and befriending Black Cat, that's gonna be kind of crazy. And then Peter, I don't know, can I spoil it for you guys? Hopefully you've read it, but Peter lost Harry in the Savage Land from Kraven. Kraven was able to kill him. I don't think he's really dead. But last I remember, and maybe I'm wrong, Peter crawled back into his apartment and told MJ that Harry was gone. So that's the last time I think I saw him. I could also be very behind, but that's Hickman, Messina, and Wilson on Ultimate Spider-Man issue number 15. Again, do you remember when issue 1 came out? Oh my god. It's been so long. They're bringing back Blockbuster as a nightclub lounge? Oh my god. See, what would be cool? We over here in SoCal had something called Howie's Game Shack. It was like a PC cafe where they had a bunch of PCs set up and you could play Counter-Strike, Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, all those titles with other people or online. And this is back in the day when maybe not everybody had a good internet service. I could see that being a nightclub. That might have too many fights though. People drinking and getting into COD LAN parties, just like back in the day, or Halo LAN parties. Good lord. Memories from Blockbuster? Hell yeah, collector. I still have my name tag somewhere. I still have my name badge somewhere. That might be a good knick-knack of the week. That might be a really good knick-knack. Really good knick-knack. Next one, you guys know, like I said, I like Chris Condon. And I know we're only 3 issues in, but Ultimate Wolverine, issue number 3. I was having a great time with this one. It's a mixture of Winter Soldier plus Wolverine. So Logan is the Winter Soldier in this alternate universe, and they're in Eurasia, and it's owned by Colossus and Magic and Omega Red. So that's who is in charge of this Russian Federation per se. And they've had the Winter Soldier, aka Logan, under lock and key, sent out on missions, that kind of thing. And the last time we saw him, he was hunting down a team to prove kind of that he is as useful as he is supposed to be. So that was the last time we saw him, but you can tell that something is up with Logan. He didn't really enjoy what he was doing, but he was commanded to. So, digging this one. Ultimate Wolverine issue number 3. Did you guys have a Jumbo video? I don't think so. We had a Hollywood video in SoCal. We had Hollywood video. And Hollywood video would have the special section that Blockbuster didn't have. You know what they should bring? Michael Turner? What? Who's that? Am I not a nerd? Football player? Oh, artist. What happened? What happened to him? Oh. Yeah, passed away in 2008. Shit, Santa Monica. Witchblade? Oh, yeah. You still have your Blockbuster card? No way. We used to laminate those. It was so funny. We had 2 laminating machines. One was the new ones where we would just put the piece of paper in and then just like slide it really quick. And the other one was the old school one, just in case. Bone cancer. Shit. That's a terrible way to go. Man, rest in peace. God. Born in 71. 37. God. That is young. I don't even want to think about that. That is young. Hey, last one. This is going to be our pick of the week. Finally, something indie other than Gunslinger on the pull list. There was just so many books. I really didn't want to pick one more, but this one caught my attention. It's from Image Comics. It is by Boss Tortulisi and Osmained, I don't know how to say that thing. It's You'll Do Bad Things. You'll Do Bad Things. So from the synopsis that I read, I can actually pull it up right here. It's been 10 years since the release of He Came In With a Smile, a true crime smash hit that chronicled the brutal murders committed by the nursery rhyme killer. But in the decade since its release, its author, Seth Holmes, hasn't produced another title. He wants to write a story with a happy ending, but every time his fingers clack across the keyboard, it always ends in his character's death. Worse yet, these tales of blood and barbarity that flow so freely from Seth's mind are starting to happen in real life. So it says, turn the page on this giallo-inspired thriller from the multi-hyphenate Tyler Boss and breakout talent Adriano Tortolucci. So this was a $3.99, and I mean, you said giallo. I'm all over it. I'm all over that Italian horror. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited to get into this one. Might be a little bit of time because I didn't do any reading over the weekend, but again, excited about this one, and that one is going to be our pick of the week. You'll Do Bad Things. Indeed. God. Last week was like 15 books. I think this week was like 16 books, guys. Oh, man. Oh, man. We did it, though. Yes. Lots of books to read. Are you guys enjoying Daredevil by chance? I was able to get the quick thoughts from last night's watch party. By the way, we're doing watch parties every Tuesdays. We only have 3 left. We only got 3 left. We may do watch parties for Andor. I'm not sure yet. Not sure yet. Your poor wallet. Oh my god. Yeah. Thank God I get a little bit of a wheel and deal. A little bit of a wheel and deal, but Jesus, dude. I also took off. Dude. Was a spin and a win? Yeah. It was a spinning tires and then finally a win. Just for the last 10 minutes though. But I think the build up, you can tell, man. You can tell that I almost called them issues. The episodes, apparently it's bad. I don't think it's bad. I think they're trying to do. Here's the problem. Let's look at it as a business. They decided to use what they had already in the can versus throwing that shit in the trash and starting new, which may have been creatively and viewers more appreciated. It may have been better for us. They may have not seen that financially as a positive. They may have seen that financially as a negative. They saw it as a waste of time, waste of effort. So they said they can probably make something work, and they reused a bunch of the film that they already shot into this new narrative. And you can see it's kind of abrupt. It's kind of like abrupt spin all of a sudden. And then, excuse me, we're getting into Muse. So I'm excited to see more of Muse, and you already know that they greenlit and are filming season 2 right now. So I think they do see something there, and I think that it's going to end probably on something that's going to us want to do to watch more of it, a cliffhanger. And man, if they're able to push out a bunch of these TV shows for like, God, I don't even want to put a number to it, but if you're talking about $300 million for Agatha or something, let me see, what was Agatha's budget? Have they released that? Oh, that only cost them $40 million? That's good. She-Hulk was $150 million. Oh, no, my bad. She-Hulk was $212 million. Loki was $150 million. Very CG heavy. So my thing is, with Daredevil, you can do $40 million and make it look freaking awesome. You shoot real life, real sets, just like they did with the TV show. I think Agatha all along, that was detrimental to it, because that was more graphics heavy, magical, CG, backgrounds, that kind of thing. You can definitely tell they used the hell out of their stagecraft technology on that one. But yeah, I think you can do a good Daredevil show on the cheap. You can do a good Punisher show on the cheap. All these street level cats, you can have your whole TV universe back if you wanted to. You just gotta attach good writers to it and actually treat it like a TV show and not a movie that you cut up. That's it. That's my view. But I'm digging it. It's not a bad show. It's I mean, comparatively speaking to the rest of Disney Plus catalog, it's the best thing they've ever made on TV. Their TV shows. If you hold it up against the original Netflix series, you're gonna be sad. It's not up to that caliber. It's definitely 4th place if you're counting this as season 4. It's definitely 4th place. Okay. You guys ready for the I got kind of like, I'll show you this. We're going to definitely have some knickknacks next week. We have WonderCon this weekend, so I just got something today. I'm very excited to use it, but let me go grab that real quick. A little knickknack of the week. Also gonna plug in my all right, so this just arrived today. I'm very excited to try it out this weekend. It's more tech than it is nerdy stuff, but this is my new camera. So just to let you guys know, usually when I shoot conventions, I use my Canon R50, which there's a new version of, Canon R50V. It looks sick, but I'm definitely not upgrading. So this is my Canon R50 that I usually use. This right here is the DJI Pocket 3. This little guy. This is a 1-inch... And you can see, you spin this guy, and you have a camera. And the cool thing is, it's already on a gimbal. So usually I have to team up. Here you can see there's how it looks like. So you can see the camera's on a gimbal. It's staying level. Pretty crazy stuff. I can't believe that this has a 1-inch sensor inside this tiny little camera. But dude, I cannot wait to try shooting the convention on this guy. It shoots 4K 120. Crazy stuff that they have nowadays. But you can shoot horizontally and vertically on it. You've probably seen a lot of vloggers use it. I have a special, that's how you power it down. I have a special backpack on its way for conventions, for shooting out in the field, because I found myself when I was trying to do the, and it has a nice little case. I found myself when I was shooting my Captain America Brave New World review, I had heavy tripods, I had heavy, everything was heavy. My lights were heavy, and I found a backpack that should potentially solve all of those issues, plus it has a battery bank. So it has like built-in arms. That's on its way, not in time for the convention, unfortunately. I bought it like a month ago. But that one has a, oh god, I forgot how big the battery pack is on it, but you can run an AC unit off of this battery pack that's on the backpack. It's crazy. I can't wait for that one. Hopefully that one's in time for San Diego Comic-Con, and then I can hook up all my cameras to it. Don't have to worry about multiple batteries or charging them out in the field or multiple bags. The reason I got this one was so I can shoot and have my comic book backpack. I didn't like having all of the camera gear and my comic backpack. It was a lot. So if I'm going to shoot, I have a primary backpack for that. If I'm going to shoot and look at comics or goods, I'm going to use this. So, hey, all good, John. Thanks for hanging out, man. Keep up the good fight in the book section. And congratulations. Hey, are you streaming tomorrow? We'll check you out. I saw the last stream. You had some audio issues. But you fixed them. You fixed them in the end. Have a good night, man. Get home safe. So I got this guy. It's actually sold out at a lot of places. And I was able to get it on eBay. Hopefully it's legit. Who knows? Buying stuff off eBay is kind of like whatever, but it was brand spanking new. It probably fell off a ship or something. And then I threw on, this is a low profile. Usually the USB port is on the bottom, but I put on this guy and the USB port's pointing this way. And then it has a quarter inch screw right there. It also has these, which you can put onto an action cam. Love a good gadget. Dude, hopefully this solves a lot of problems that I've had. Hopefully this solves all of them. Like, I've just been so overwhelmed with all the, again, the tripod on my backpack. Let me show you guys this backpack. It still hasn't arrived. I think it's coming from England. So this is called the Coalax Lancer 300. And again, I don't have this yet, but I think this solves a lot of my problems of filming out in the field as well. So here is the Coalax. It has one or two arms. I think you have to pay for the second arm, but it has a power bank. It's a modular design. You can go camping with it. It's got all these pockets for photography. You can put a camera on it for there. You can hike with it. I mean, it's just a backpack technically, but you can power things off of it. So this is the one I got. I got the combo. So it even comes with freaking solar panels in case you need it, but you can put a solar panel on. You have two, these called magic arms. And then it has this whole power bank. And like I said, you can put, this is for drones. This is for your cameras. You can switch it up too if you want to. You can throw different packs on. You can take the power bank off and put a different bag there. You can have one of these bags be a chest bag, and then the other ones be on the back. But I think this is going to solve, again, a lot of problems that I've had at conventions. I've had so many problems at conventions of this backpack, that bag, too much stuff. Power Rangers Turbo, it looks like it. So they're using like hiking technology. They're using the hiking, it's a full body and then each piece you can kind of just slip in. But technically this is the backpack and then it has waist straps, which is always useful too. If you're ever at a convention, you have a heavy pack or something like that, it just gets so annoying. But hopefully this, I got the green one by the way, the green color, I thought it was nice. And then this battery pack alone costs $200 because it's legit. It's legit. So I'm pretty excited about it. Like I said, I'm not getting it in time for this convention. Luckily there's no forecast of rain as of yet, but this hopefully again solves a lot of my problems that I have filming at conventions, or even if I want to film something else, you know. Is it on Amazon? I think it is on Amazon. It's the Coalax. Again, I can't tell you if it's a good or bad. I don't have it yet. Impossible, you have too many. Impossible, you have too many of your own issues. I have a lot of issues, that's for sure. But yeah, I got this from, yeah. So this is my gadget. This is my my knick-knack. Hopefully you'll see some footage of this next week. It does not come with a SIM card either. You have to buy a SIM card separately. But pretty nifty little gadget. I've seen a lot of footage and I'm trying to, tomorrow I'm going to do some work after work. Try to get some good footage and test it out. See what I need to do. Shooting in log is something different that I want to try as well. So a lot of cool stuff coming. And yeah, this was my knick-knack. It is the, I forgot to tell you, it's the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. That's this. Osmo Pocket 3. Oh, gotcha. I did get 16 issues. I got a lot of issues. Every day, every hour, every week, I have a lot of issues. Flip. Like that. It's at 100% charge. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And then you flip it back and it shuts down. You can also shoot in vertical if you want it to. I really hope it's not like refurbished or something. So, and I heard it's actually, you need to be very delicate with it too. It's kind of freaky putting it back in the case. Oh no, I messed up. I messed up. Oh no. I don't know how to turn it off. I just got it today too. Because I was trying to put it in backwards. There we go. That's scary, dude. That's scary. I'm kind of freaked out by it. I'm kind of freaked out by it, but yeah. That was my knick-knack. I'm gonna try shooting with it. It doesn't come with the SD card, so I had to order one. It's arriving tomorrow, hopefully. And then we can do some test footage. But yeah. Oh, it's a good week. Like I said, hopefully I can get some reading done before next week as well, but knowing all the stuff that we'll have at WonderCon, I'm not sure. I'm going to try to go and do there's a Todd McFarlane panel, I think on Saturday, and there's a couple other panels too, and what I may do is set this up for photography, and then have this around my neck, and then shoot the video on here. So I may do that. I'm curious. I'm trying to think of what to do. But yeah, that's basically it, guys. Oh man, we kind of sped through that, huh? We kind of sped through that. Oof. Anybody going to WonderCon? Oh, I may do a live stream from WonderCon. I'm thinking either Friday or Saturday. It's going to be just maybe like an hour live stream walking around the convention. It is a very small convention, guys. To me, I think LA Comic-Con is way larger than WonderCon. Just WonderCon has the Comic-Con International name attached to it, and it may have some really cool panels. But other than that, I think LA Comic-Con was a lot larger in size. More booths, more halls, that kind of thing. WonderCon is 2 halls. It's not that big. But it's in my backyard, basically. May as well go. We are going to be doing some comics hunting on the live stream, and I'm just going to be showing you guys around. So there is a couple of toy booths as well that I want to check out. And then the first thing we're doing Friday morning is turning in those 10 comics for CGC, seeing if we can get them graded. And yeah, I'm kind of now regretting not getting an absolute graded, but we'll see. We'll see. I hate it. But yeah. So I'm going to be posting on here which day I pick, Friday or Saturday, to live stream. So keep your eyes peeled on Instagram, on YouTube as well. I'll be posting in the community. And yeah, keep your eyes peeled. New video coming out Friday. Here's a hint. Here's a hint. That was kind of weird. I was like doing remember the guy from Little Nicky? The Cajun guy? Oh my god. Anyways, that's a hint what's coming out on Friday. We got a good video coming out Friday, but I'm actually going to finish a press check right now, or a print check right now, and then upload it, get the thumbnail going, and be all ready for Friday morning. Friday morning, man. Friday morning at the convention. Sounds great. Cruel Angel's Thesis. Exactly. Can I play it? Should I play it? Or I'm gonna get dinged if I play it. It's in my video. I'm curious. I'm gonna upload the video tonight and see if it gets dinged. Let's see. Don't play it? Oh, we'll see. I'm gonna upload the video right now and see if I get dinged by YouTube. If not, I'll leave it in there. Hopefully not. You'll definitely get dinged? Ah, shit. We'll see. I'll do it right now. If not, I gotta replace that song. That's sad. I actually had to, on my Deus Ex video, I had to erase Hyper spoiler. That pissed me off. I even fought it because the rules on YouTube are 15 seconds. If you play it for more than 15 seconds, then it's possible to be split up or, you know, demonetized or whatever. But this was I counted it. It was literally 7 seconds. And I even said that in my dispute, and I didn't want to push it any further than that. I don't want to strike. So they abuse the hell out of music licenses. I understand that they made the song and they own it and all this other stuff. But man, I 7 seconds. Give me a freaking break. Give me a break. Just because it was on Cyberpunk. Oh, man. Alright, so keep your eyes peeled for that. It's a fun little video around like 14 minutes. So, just talking a little bit of anime and stuff like that. Stuff that I haven't really, well, mecha. Stuff that I don't usually talk about. But we will see you Friday or Saturday. And then, of course, we got Sunday's gaming stream. Some more we're not playing Evangelion. Some more Zone of the Enders, the second runner. I'm actually really stoked for that one. I'm having a great time with that game. If you haven't played that game, wonderful game so far. But that's going to be Sunday at 7 p.m. Pacific. We will see you at WonderCon. Let's find some treasures hidden. It is a buyer's market, ladies and gents. Let's get after it. Have a good one. Have a good rest of your week. And we'll see you Friday or Saturday.
Aragorn's a tracker hunting coons at night. Getting the swinging axes, but his aim ain't right. Legolas is prepping, shooting buds off logs. Harlan's painting toenails, yelling at the dogs. Saruman's a neighbor's always causing grief, scheming in his tower like a backwoods thief. With the swamp behind and the mountains ahead, we're just good old boys doing what Gandalf said. Frodo's carrying the ring and it's dragging slow, but we're marching through the mud with a steady flow.
Of Arrakis, it's me, Shia, your beloved sandworm of the desert. Many people are saying Paul Atreides, little Paul Atreides. I call him Pesky Paul. He's Al-Mahdi. People are calling him Lisan Al-Gaib. Pesky Paul's calling himself Muad'Dib. He said, Muad'Dib, I'm a little desert mouse. Just a humble little desert mouse. And he is very tiny, I saw him.
Middle-aged mutant ninja turtles. Middle-aged mutant ninja turtles. Middle-aged mutant ninja turtles. All of the shoes are from New Balance. The Turtles used to battle all over New York.
It was radical.
Now they work late nights in customer support.
It pays the bills.
They would break dance in their teens, and now they use sleep apnea machines. Middle-aged mutant ninja turtles.
Hey Colonel, this is Snake. I've made it to the insertion point. I stayed pretty warm due to that anti-freezing peptide that you gave to me, but I have to admit I was able to smuggle out my smokes in my stomach. You know, it wasn't fantastic, but I gotta have them ciggies. Psychic powers are cheating. I'm gonna plug my controller into port 2. Hind D. More like D Hind. Ho! But seriously, what's a Russian gunship doing here? Big back, big back, big...